Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be looking on how I came up with this birthday design, this very simple birthday design. As you can see, there's not much going on the design. It's just clean and simple. So yeah, let's get right into it. So I'm going to turn this off. So I started with this artboard, and yep, then there's this image. I placed this image and applied a radial blow. Let me turn this off. So this was the image I used. You can see, so I applied the radial blow. So if you don't know where this blow is, I'm going to be showing you in a minute. So if you want to do the same effect, you go to filter, go to blow, and you see it here, radial blow. So it was spin. I choose spin best 75. So that's what gave me this effect. Yeah. So guys, the next thing I did to this background, or this image that I used as my background, I introduced a hue and saturation layer to it. So this is the option for layers down here. If you click on this with a drop down arrow here, click on it, you see it, the hue and saturation. So that's how I got this layer, and then I changed from the original color to this color that is looking like a magenta, or in between magenta and purple color. Then I applied the levels layer also to give it this effect. So I still went to this layer icon and click on levels, and it came. So I introduced the levels layer here to give it this effect. Then I added a flower PNG here. So this I use this marks to hide this place here. So if you turn this mark, you can see it. You can see the selection there. So I use this marks to just hide that place, so you can see it. Yep. So I use the brush tool. Click on the marks icon. Use the brush tool. Selected it, and the brush tool, this one here, selected it and brush on it. So after that, I still introduced a hue and saturation to make the color blend with the background. That is the color of the flyer to blend with the background. And yep, the next thing, I introduced the celebrant. So this was the original color. See, she was putting on blue. So I introduced the hue and saturation to, make it match to a magenta color to match with the flower and the background. Yep. Then there's a rectangle. A rectangle was introduced. Another rectangle. Then there's an ellipse. Sorry, there's an ellipse. And you can see this is for a shadow here. There's another shadow. Yeah. Then we have the celebrant here. Then there was another hue and saturation to turn this her blue dress or blue gown to magenta. Yes, so we move. Then there was another rectangle introduced, then her name. So the font I use here is called, the feminine font is called Esther. So I'm going to be dropping this on the description, the font, the link to the font, so you can use it. Okay, so you can download it from Google. You can just type Esther on Google. You can download it from that font and rest of them, but I'll be dropping it on the link on my description. And there's happy birthday miss. So this is Montserrat. I'm sure everybody have this one, Montserrat. Then the the birthday date, which is 30th of June 2020. This was, I did this design in 2023, which was last year, so 30th of June. Then a birthday wish: keep shining brighter and soar higher. And that was still Montserrat. So it's nice to keep, like, it's nice to use just two fonts so you don't get confused. You can use a maximum of three fonts if you know how to blend it, or if their typefaces are looking the same, but I prefer using just two fonts. And the next thing, yeah, my logo is there. And guys, that is just everything. I didn't add much, so it was just what I used. So guys, that was basically how I came up with this design. So I did a second variation, and that is what I'll be showing you next. So I started with a gradient fill. So this is it. I went to fill, and yep, change this to red eye. See, there are so many options here, so I use the red eye. Then this is where I selected the colors and touch here. See, so this is the color codes, and yep, so this is for this one. So this is the color code. This is 90. So after this gradient fill, then I've got the flower. The reason why I use flowers is because you can easily relate women and flowers. So after placing the flowers, I change the blend mode to overlay. So after trying so many options, the overlay was good for me. Then there's an ellipse, then there's a background here. On the background, I use the overlay blend mode and reduce the opacity to 60. Yep, so then I placed another flower, change the hue and saturation so it pops, and here this is happy, a copy of it, the text. Yeah, so one is at the back, which is this one, and one is at the front. So yeah, this icon here shows that there's a blending mode on it. So if I double click here, it's blending option. So these are sliders, and this was how I set it, so it gives me that effect. And the second one, which is here, then the celebrant, her name, another font. Like I said earlier, this font Roslyn is Esther, and this other font is Montserrat. So there's birthday here, there's a wish here, birthday wish, age gracefully. There's another birthday wish here, keep shining brighter and soar higher. My logo, and this is the date, 30th of June. This is birthday, same font and same arrangement. Then this is basically it. Then I apply the curve, color balance, and yeah, I grouped all of them together and applied the camera raw filter on it. So let's check what is on the camera raw filter. So I use the basic and see exposure. I didn't touch the exposure, I didn't touch the contrast. I reduced the highlight to -36, increased the shadows to +96. I didn't touch the other ones. I increased the clarity to 21, so that's basically what I touched. Then I went to the detail, sharpening 22, and effect, grain 7, vignetting -40. So that is it. So guys, thank you for sticking to this channel to this point. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video.